I can only imagine Meghan Markle being furious at this insider lifting the lid on her relationship with Prince Harry, as they claim it's in a very bad way. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because I can hear the plates at Montecito Royale breaking right now. I can only imagine Megxie is furious at this insider lifting the lid on her relationship with Prince Harry. They're claiming it's in a very bad state and so much more. So let's jump into this from the New York Post. Now, this is all according to a royal biographer, Angela Levin, saying that Harry and Megxie are navigating their next steps, as Harry is apparently facing trouble with his US visa. We do know, and I've reported it on this channel with my very good friend, DC lawyer John Witherspoon, that yes, it is official. The Heritage Foundation has submitted their appeal. It's not over yet. The visa headache for Harry continues to rumble on. As Angela Levin tells GB News, quote, he's got trouble with his visa. They're allowed to look again at what the problem is, and he might still not be able to stay there. Maybe that's why they're buying somewhere else. And there she's referencing the Portugal holiday home. She says they say they're going to work separately, then they say they're buying a house in Portugal. You don't do that if you don't want to separate for most of the time. So I wonder if it's in a very bad state. But I'm sure they're trying to work out something. She then adds that Harry doesn't know where he is at the moment in his decision-making process. Now, in addition to rumours that both their professional and personal union, I would add, is struggling, we also do know that in the past week, Megxie has been slammed by ex-Vanity editor and Princess Diana's former biographer, Tina Brown, who said that she is flawless about getting it all wrong. And apparently, Megxie has responded to these comments, and yeah, apparently she didn't react too well, as I've reported on this channel in the last couple of days. Megxie apparently was inconsolable with tears that her role model went in on her. You're really that surprised? I mean, Megxie makes it so easy, okay, to be criticised. And it's all her fault, because it's all her own actions and her own words. As far as I'm concerned, it's as simple as that. Angela Levin has reacted to what Tina Brown said in that podcast, saying Tina Brown described Meghan in a very negative way, a way that no one has dared to before. Now, respectfully, I kind of disagree with Angela Levin when she says in a way that no one has dared to before. Why? Oh, no. People have gone worse when it comes to their scathing critique of Megxie and Harry. We all remember the Spotify executive, Bill Simmons, turning around and calling them effing grifters. You then have many Hollywood celebrities coming out of the woodwork and criticising Megxie and Harry. Chris Rock, for example, with Megxie and Harry's claims of the royal family being racist. Unconsciously biased. You then have South Park with their worldwide privacy tour episode that was an absolute masterclass in satire, mind you. But it was a total takedown from a Hollywood giant. Total takedown of Megxie and Harry from a Hollywood giant. And so many more that have come into the fray and criticised Megxie and Harry. So, yeah, with what Tina Brown said, was it something that would not be palatable to Megxie? Oh, hell yeah, Megxie would not appreciate it. But is it the worst critique that Megxie has had from someone in Hollywood or of good standing? No. And so that's why, personally and respectfully, I disagree with Angela Levin when she says Tina Brown described Meghan in a negative way, a way that no one has dared to before. Oh no, people have dared, and they've gone in worse when it comes to their critique with Megxie. And so Angela Levin, I mixed those two names up then. Angela Levin then turns around and says apparently Meghan is actually inconsolable with tears, crying non-stop because she really liked Tina Brown and now she's dropped her. Oh, ain't Gamma so ruthless? Ain't Gamma a bitch? Because as far as I'm concerned, Meghan Markle has just been markled, okay? Megxie loves to markle other people, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. It looks like she doesn't like it when the shoe is on the other foot and she's the one that's being markled. And then Angela Levin says, can you imagine hearing that about yourself? Especially when you think you're incredibly important and everything you do is global. Now, that is an absolute sting. Especially when you think you're incredibly important and everything you do is global. In other words, Megxie has a high opinion of herself, thinks she's global, this, that, and the other, but in reality, she's shiz. She's nothing. She ain't important at all. No one gives a shiz, and everything that she does is basically catastrophically wrong. And so this all comes after another insider, another royal expert, is claiming that Megxie is now keeping a personal memoir in her back pocket should she need it later for revenge. Apparently, she's said to have been planning to expand on the mental health struggles that she faced during a time when she was in the royal family in this tell-all book, or alleged mental health struggles, okay? But whilst, again, there's been no official word from Team Sussex, we've got this royal insider and correspondent, Jenny Bond, saying that Megxie could be looking to use the project to her advantage in the future. Now, in terms of Megxie's memoir, this has now been rumoured for nearly 2 years. Megxie's memoir, the rumour really started to gather pace once Hazard's memoir, Spare, was released. And after all the success that Spare had garnered, the rumour was Megxie wanted a piece of that and she wanted to release a memoir herself to try and recreate and actually better the success of Hazard and his book Spare, which, let's be fair here, makes sense for Megxie to think, right? And so this rumour that Megxie's going to be doing a memoir has been making the rounds now for nearly 2 years. In terms of all the recent news that is allegedly coming out of Team Sussex, in terms of, not all is well with Megxie and Hazard, a lot of us, including myself, think that they've already separated and now it's only a matter of time before they actually officially divorce. Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Do I believe a Megxie memoir is on its way? Oh, hell yes. However, I don't think it's now going to be released until after the divorce, because she's then going to do a before she met Hazard, when she met Hazard in the royal family, the Megxit era, leaving the royal family and being in California, blah, blah, blah. And then the final section, the divorce. And in there, I can only imagine that she'll big herself up, being the hero, victim, this, that, and the other, and demonize Hazard. So, yeah, I do think that, yes, Megxie is keeping this memoir in her back pocket, but not only for the element of revenge, but to release it at a critical and crucial time, which to me would be when the divorce goes through. Does that make sense? But going around full circle here, I can only imagine that Megxie continues to be furious with all the reports that are coming out with the state of her and Hazard's marriage, and particularly furious now with this insider lifting the lid on the relationship with Prince Hazard, essentially saying, guys, it's in a very bad state indeed. That's not something that Megxie wants to portray. Let's put it that way, guys. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course, there's going to be more. You do not want to miss my next video, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also, as well, a little bit of a side note, our community at the moment, we are suffering from what's called a YouTube purge. Now, what is that, you may be asking? Well, YouTube from time to time likes to unsubscribe you from channels without your knowledge and without your permission. It's a thing that they do from time to time. It looks like that's happening with our community right now. So please, can I just kindly ask that you double check that you are subscribed to this channel? And for those that aren't, please subscribe today so we can turn round to YouTube, stick 2 fingers up at them and say, not today, Satan. With that being said, if anyone has some strong opinions on the insider lifting the lid on the relationship between Megsy and Hazza, do you believe it's in a very bad state? Do you believe this insider? And I bet you got some thoughts about that. Then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.